I'm having trouble trying to sleep.
So that was interesting from Rap Sheet.
Real quick, disappointed this isn't the Godzilla version of this song on the Godzilla soundtrack, where it's just brain stew with really loud Godzilla sounds in the background. Sounds like he's destroying the city.
I don't.
It's this song, not changed, and then
I'm not familiar with that version.
So the Godzilla soundtrack, which was really famous for having the P. Diddy.
Well, I was just going to say, I don't even know if we should bring that up.
The Jimmy Page, those two,
yes.
that got a lot of headlines, but it was the Brain Stew version. This is the 1997 Matthew Broderick Godzilla, not one of the new fresh versions of it. In fact, one of them he destroyed Fenway Park not too long ago.
Really?
Yeah, one of the new Godzillas he destroyed Fenway.
First the town, and now this. Just desecrating America's most beloved ballpark.
Which is it? Yeah. Hell yeah. You know what this song needs? Like, what? I don't know. Godzilla. Got him.
It is better.
Isn't it much better?
Yeah.
Like, I liked the song before. Love it now. Same song.
Well, it makes more sense why he's having trouble trying to sleep. Godzilla's just ripping the town apart.
Freaking lizard monster outside my window.
I mean, it makes a lot more sense now.
Keep coming out of the ocean. He's stomping through the city.
Yeah, I would have trouble trying to sleep.
Like, just keep playing. Just keep playing.
Hey, Trey, cool. Keep drumming over there, man. Keep it up.
Keep it going.
Stay on beat, Trey.
That is good stuff. But anyway, the bars and restaurants in Mobile, Alabama, they're talking about on backup vocals, Godzilla.
Mothra wrote this.
It's excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the Mothra remix? No, he's not in this one.
It's a couple albums
or
later.
She's not in this one.
So,
Mothra, a woman.
Really?
I believe.
Yeah. Right? And
Mothra's the guy.
Thank you, Bill.
Oh, I have no
idea.
idea.
Is that Spanish?
Mothra? Yeah, Spanish pronunciation. Mothra.
Got it. That makes sense. Okay. Well, now it all
It's
comes
right
together.
there. It's right there for you.
The bars in Mobile. Apparently, that's how you pronounce it, by the way. Not Mobile.
Mobile,
is how,
Alabama.
Rap Sheet is saying it.
Top of the draft.
They're buzzing about the Titans could go maybe Carter, Travis Hunter at 1.
Mm-hmm.
But in what I think is a great scenario for the Patriots, quarterbacks, what Rap Sheet is hearing,
2-3.
Going 2-3 to the Browns and the Giants, which...
This is why I was not afraid.
This is what, Keefe, you were not shooketh.
I wasn't.
When it came out that the Titans weren't going to pass on a generational player, which could still, by the way, be gamesmanship.
Yes.
But you weren't shooketh by that because you're like, the quarterbacks are still going to go highly.
No, you already screwed yourself week 18. You went from first to fourth, so now you're at the mercy of the three teams in front of you. There is, by all accounts, 2 quarterbacks that are going to go pretty high. But you never know. Between now and April, a third quarterback could legit jump up into this conversation because all 3 teams in front of the Patriots need a quarterback. The Patriots are the only one that don't in the top 4. Doesn't mean the Titans, Browns, and Giants are all going to take them, but right now the Titans would trot back Will Levis. The Browns have nobody because Deshaun Watson's hurt again, and he sucks anyway. Mm-hmm. And then what are the Giants doing at quarterback?
I mean, they can't run it back with Daniel Jones anymore. He's gone.
No.
So, yeah.
So they got nothing.
Good question.
So they probably have to take Ward or Sanders, and I would think the Browns would as well. So now you're left to, okay, maybe you really want Travis Hunter, and that's who the Titans take, or maybe you really want Abdul Hunter, and that's who the Titans take. But I think it's a pretty good consolation prize either way. I would stay on the board at 4 if one of those 2 is available and just take one of those 2.
Yeah, so I'm the same way. If you're getting one of those guys at 4, fine. I think my real answer is trade down, but say you're picking.
Yeah.
I would take Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter, assuming one's there.
Mm-hmm.
If not, if the quarterbacks drop for whatever reason, my guy remains Will Johnson out of Michigan, the cornerback.
Yep.
But I think the real answer is try to trade down and get a few more assets. But I wouldn't be surprised if a quarterback comes out of nowhere, as you just said. We clipped it out, but Rap Sheet went on to say that Jackson Dart out of Ole Miss, probably the quarterback getting the most buzz. You're rolling your eyes.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of. I actually like the top 2 quarterbacks. Any other QB in this class, really. But just know,
I think Milroe could move up the board.
Milroe would be my number 3. I don't know that I'm taking him certainly in the top 5. I don't even know if I take him in the first round, but I don't hate him as a prospect.
And run and throw. He's built like a brick.
I mean, that's a
that
big
our guy,
thing in his favor. That's a scouting report on Jalen Milroe.
Good breakdown.
So just know that quarterbacks come out of Anthony Richardson a few years ago came out of nowhere to go 4th overall. Even Bo Nix, and this is what Rap Sheet went on to say, he was a 2nd rounder at this time of year.
Oh, last year at this time, I thought legitimately the Patriots could draft Marvin Harrison and Bo Nix for their first 2 picks.
And so guys rise up the board, which would be a great scenario for the Patriots, so don't rule that out. If they're trying to collect extra assets, though, it turns out They have a guy on the team that is highly sought after. This is Greg Bedard at the Senior Bowl. Says teams are very interested in one of the Patriots' 2 quarterbacks, according to Robert Kraft, Joe Milton.
There's buzz that the Patriots are, I wouldn't say he's on the block right now. I would say that the Patriots are open to thinking about it. And we'll have to see whether they go through their draft evaluation, whether they see a guy, because you're going to need to replace Milton. So do they see that guy or not? And what do you think you can get? And is it better that you keep him for another year, let Josh McDaniels develop him a little bit more, and then all of a sudden I would say probably the trade compensation range right now for Joe Milton is a 3rd to a 5th round pick. I think it's on the upper side, but do you hold out another year hoping to get a 2nd? Also, you need to evaluate the quarterback class. I think part of the reason why the Patriots might be contemplating that right now is because this draft class for quarterbacks stinks.
Okay, so that last point I think is fair.
Yeah. If you get a 3rd round for him, you do it right now.
Okay.
Open to thinking about it.
His point, I would not wait for that 2nd that he's talking about.
No.
If you want to move him, if you really don't believe in him, you trade him now because teams are desperate because the quarterback class stinks.
I don't know how his trade value goes up if he doesn't play a snap next year. There's always Drake May goes down and he has to play a bunch of games, and then it's like Matt Castle, Jimmy Garoppolo, Matt Schaub. There's been examples of backups playing and then getting 2nd-round picks or whatever. But if Drake May plays the whole season, I don't know. You're like, well, take our word for it. He looked good in practice. Like, I don't think you're going to get much more.
And again, supply and demand. Yeah. Right now, teams are looking at it going, we don't love these quarterbacks. So look, if you like Joe Milton,
3rd rounder. If
you like Joe Milton, and I liked what I saw, and you say he can be a backup,
rocket for an arm.
Drake May got injured a couple of times this past year. We want security at the position, and we believe in him. Well, then don't trade him. But if you don't really believe in him, and this is a new coaching staff and maybe a full-on new regime, if they don't believe in him, I would trade now. Supply and demand, try to capitalize on it right now. And it sounds like there's a market for him, which is interesting. So you can jump in on the Patriots at the top of the draft. Could things shake out well? What would you do with Joe Milton? Sounds like teams are interested.